There we go. Okay, Andy. So you are ready to go into hypnosis, yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect. And when it comes to hypnosis, we know that we're accessing that right hemisphere of the brain, the imagination part of the brain. And sometimes when we go into hypnosis, we can use it as that opportunity just to get rid of stuff that doesn't belong anymore. That stuff that we've just outgrown, perhaps, or like I said to a lady the other day, who we're just dragging all of this stuff along with us through
All the
life.
rubbish.
Yeah, all the rubbish from past weeks and months and years that we still attach ourselves to in some way, shape, or form. And even if we're not
Mm.
thinking about it, it's like we're thinking about the next step based on what happened before. And it's when we say things like, "Oh, I know what it's going to be like. I know what's going to happen when." And usually it's because we're
Yeah.
linking it to past experiences. So when we let go of all that stuff, things are all of a sudden different, right? It's a
Mm.
different experience. And we're more so in the present experience in the now rather than thinking about all of that stuff that just we've simply grown out of or just doesn't belong anymore. And I guess it's like in the same way where we're either dragging all of that stuff along or we're getting filled up and we're like at the brim of all of these negative experiences and whether we get negative thoughts, feelings, whether it's images, because sometimes we get those images, or it's just a sensation that we just get that is just, blocking us in some way, stopping us in some way, just making us feel a bit crappy in some way, shape, or form. And they just build up over time. And then all it takes is like one little thing to happen and we just snap and we just blow our lid. What I have to refer to as just grenading. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
know,
It's true.
you knock over the cat water ball and it's like, wow, that's it. Like,
Um,
yeah. And we know it's not about the water ball, right? We know it's behind that. There's all of this. It's why we end up in those positions, or you see grown-ups, don't you, kind of or that person, you're having an argument with them about something that's happened right now. And then 2 minutes into that, they're like, and this time, and the time before this, and when you did that, and when this happened, and when that happened, it's like,
yeah. Yeah.
calm down,
Yeah.
you're getting hit with everything. And hypnosis gives us that opportunity just to create some space, just to let some stuff go and create room. So then when life happens as it does, then we get to we've got some room to fill up to fill ourselves back up, if you like. So
Yeah.
yes, hypnosis is really good for that. So throughout the process, I always like to tell people that when we go through hypnosis, some people often think that it's a lack of control, a lack of awareness, but actually it's a heightening of awareness, and we actually get to take back control of those areas of our life that might have seemed out of our control before, simply because of all the stuff that gets on top of us, we feel out of control. Um, as you go through this process, people often wonder, like, what is hypnosis like? What's going to happen when I go into hypnosis? So it's important to realize that it's a very subjective experience. However, you experience hypnosis is right for you. Some people, when they're in hypnosis, they feel like a lightness, like a floating sensation. Others, they feel heavy, they feel relaxed. For some people, it's like they're sitting in a chair and I'm just talking to you. There's not one specific hypnotic feeling. Sometimes your mind might wander off to who knows what and take that as a positive that you're doing great. Other times you might hone in on every single word that I say. Again, there's no right or wrong about this process. It's really very subjective to you. And we're tapping into that imagination part of the brain. And so to kind of get us there into that imagination, that right hemisphere of the brain, we want to activate a little bit because we spend so much time day to day in our logical thinking, analytical brain, the brain that thinks it knows it all. And it's like how I like to describe it as it's the little guy on top of the elephant, the little Indian guys. When you see him on top of the elephant, they've
Yeah.
got the little stick and they're like, no, this way, like, I'm the boss. we can think of the analytical mind a little bit like that. It's like the little Indian guy who thinks he's in charge. But we all know that if there was a fire or something happened and that elephant wanted to run, it would run. That little guy cannot stop
Yeah.
it. The only
Definitely,
problem
yeah.
is that the elephant's been trained to not run. It's been trained to feel that familiar tug, if you like, of the chain or the rope and it stops.
Mm.
Um, but that emotional brain, the elephant brain, the elephant is like that other part of us.
Yeah.
That when something happens, and when we react and the emotions just take over, and it's after we're like, oh, I don't know what happened, and I don't know why I said that, I don't know why I did that. That's the elephant taken over. It's like that logical thinking, the little Indian guy's being chucked off. Another way
Yeah.
to think about it is that little logical brain, it's the least informed and the last to know. So throughout this process, there might be a part of you that thinks, "Oh, that doesn't make sense. Like, how can I put that into a word for for me to understand it or the
Yeah.
other person to understand it?" But I want you to go with first impression because that elephant, if you like, doesn't speak in words. It works in pictures, it works in colors, sensations, and things like that. That's the kind of information that we're working with here. Make sense? Perfect.
Yes.
And I will say as well, if you ever need to move, itch or scratch, just go ahead because that will help you to go even deeper into the process. So, you ready to go into hypnosis?
Yes.
Yes, perfect. Let's get that imagination going. So, bring your hands together like this. Clasp those hands together and lift them up is like you're praying to God. That's it. And then I want you to, in a moment, not yet, but in a moment, you're going to lift those two fingers up like this, hold them above your eyes, and you're going to stare between the gap between your fingers. That's it. So squeeze that hand together, lift those fingers, stare at the gap between those fingers, and just imagine using that powerful imagination that there's two magnets on the end of those fingers that is pulling those fingers towards each other and it's getting stronger. Just imagine it now, getting stronger and stronger. That powerful imagination, that's it. Pulling those fingers together. And the more you resist, the stronger it pulls them together until finally they touch. And when they touch, just relax, loosen off your hands, and bring those arms back down. That's right, good. And just tell me, did you feel the power of those magnets? What was it like for you?
It's good. The fingers are still stuck together, to be honest.
Just imagine those magnets now releasing and disappearing. The magnetic force is gone. That's it, good.
Yeah, you know.
And just shake your hands off. Release, relax, good. And then just let your hands just kind of sit on your lap or by your sides. There might be at some point in this process, I might ask you just to let your hand lift up just a couple of inches off your lap or wherever it's resting. And then you're going to let it plop back down. You'll lift it up like as if it's like a rag doll, a sack of spuds, and then you're just going to let it drop. And each and every time you do that, that's going to take you even deeper into this process. So all I want you to do now is roll your eyes up, look at this space in between your eyebrows. That's it. Take a nice deep breath in, filling those lungs all the way up, and just keep your focus on that space between your eyebrows. Just become curious about it. And in a moment, not yet, but in a moment, you're going to take three nice deep breaths in. And with each and every breath that you take, I want you to notice those eyes beginning to blink, those eyes perhaps beginning to water, just getting fatigued in some kind of way. Because with each and every breath that you're going to take in a moment, I want you to imagine, to just use that powerful imagination and imagine that hypnosis is coming over the top of your head and hitting those eyelids with every breath that you take. So take a nice deep full breath in now, filling those lungs all the way up. That's it. Imagining that hypnosis coming over the top of your head onto those eyelids. That's it. Good. And just noticing that blinking. That's right. Another nice deep breath in, filling those lungs all the way up again. Imagining hypnosis now hitting the top of those eyes. Noticing that blinking, that's right, good. Because it's not until this third and final breath, that's when I want you to imagine that hypnosis coming over the top of the head and then closing those eyes down all the way completely. Fill those lungs up now. Nice deep breath in. Imagine that hypnosis coming all the way over the top of your head now. Closing those eyelids down. That's right. All the way completely. Good. That's right. Now just imagine, now that your eyes are closed, just imagine a mystical, magical, powerful place. Just imagine that now with your powerful imagination. Just imagine a mystical, magical, powerful place. Now, that's right. Just imagining a mystical, magical, powerful place. Noticing what you can notice about that mystical, magical, powerful place. Now, that's right. Just noticing what you can notice about this mystical, magical, powerful place now. That's right. And in a moment, not yet, but in a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 all the way down to the number 1. And with each and every number that I say, that's just going to take you even deeper into this process now as 10. Just allowing yourself to go even deeper and deeper, whatever that means to you now. Is 9, 8, 7, deeper and deeper. 6, 5, 4, deeper and deeper still. 3, deeper and deeper. All the way down, deeper and deeper is 2. Deeper down is 1. All the way down. Deeper and deeper. Deeper than even you thought was possible today. Deeper and deeper down now. That's right. And as you go deeper and deeper into this mystical, this magical, powerful place of yours, this place where you give yourself full permission and authority to make perfect, positive lifestyle changes that are right for you. Just imagine this mystical, magical, powerful place where you give yourself full permission and authority to make perfect, positive lifestyle changes now. And as you're there in that place, just imagine letting go of all negative feelings, images, thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Just imagine that now. Just imagine letting go of all negative images, feelings, thoughts, emotions, sensations now. Just imagine that now, letting go of all negative feelings, images, thoughts, emotions, and sensations now. Just imagine it being lifted out, dragged out, pulled out, sucked out, whatever's right for you. Just imagine that now. That's right. Just imagine letting go of all negative images, feelings, thoughts, emotions, sensations that you've experienced over the last few weeks, months, or even years. Just imagine letting go of all of that now. That's right. Just imagine letting go of all of that pain, hurt, emotional pain, physical pain that you've experienced over the last few weeks, months, or even years. Just imagine that now being lifted out, dragged out, pulled out, sucked out. Just imagine all of that hurt, that pain, physical pain, emotional pain that you felt over the last few weeks, months, or even years. Just imagine it now being lifted out or dragged out, pulled out, sucked out, whatever's right for you. Just imagine that now. That's it. That's it. Just let it go now. That's it. And when you know that you've done enough of that for now, in your own time, at your own rate and speed, allow those eyes to open. Good. And just scan the body, notice what it's like now. Is there any more of that stuff that needs to come out anywhere?
Not really. It's interesting.
Hmm.
It's quite very calm, very calm. I
Nice.
went down in the elevator,
Hmm.
and then I came out in this room, and it was lots of faces, but nobody I knew, just lots of faces in this room,
Yeah.
and not a bad feeling, not negative. It was just I just thought, well, it's full of different people, and I went to two or three different places, and then it was all yellow, so like a sunny yellow, so it was like pleasant, but
Yeah.
but
Nice. And that
that was good.
yellow, that feeling, that sunny yellow, whereabouts do you get a sense of that on your body now?
On my head, on my head, just
Yeah.
just
Yeah. And
it's
that,
like being on the
yeah, that
sun.
feeling there, that feeling that's in your head, what
Yeah,
would happen if it was
yeah.
to expand and spread across your entire body? What would that be like? Better or worse?
Uh, probably better, but it might be a bit too much. It'd be like going in the full sun and you're not used to it. You know what I mean? You
Ah,
might
look
get
at it.
burnt. But,
Yeah, so where it's at, it feels like it's a reasonable level.
yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when you come from up north, you do burn easy. We're not used to the sun.
Yeah, nice. Well, let's just explore that a little bit further. Is that okay? Ready,
Yeah.
ready to go back into hypnosis? Yeah, take a nice deep breath in. Allow those eyes to close as you breathe on out. And just go back to that mystical, that magical, that powerful place of yours and get a sense that the sense of that yellow feeling like the sun. Just get a sense of that now. And just become curious, just explore, just notice what you can notice. Become aware of any messages perhaps from this yellow sensation. Just notice. Become curious and just explore. That's right. And when you're ready, when you've explored or become curious or whatever it is that you've noticed, when you're ready at your own rate and speed, just allow yourself to come back to the space that you're in, feeling good.
It was strange. That was weird.
Yeah.
I got told I had to take my shoes off, so I took my shoes off, and then I bumped into this bloke carrying a basket of apples. So it was strange.
Mm, nice. And what's the
Mm.
overall feeling that you get a sense of now in your body?
Uh, just calm, just calm,
Yeah.
relaxed. Uh, Uh, Safe. I don't know, just like just calm. Like
Yeah. And that, what color is that calm?
it's
What color?
green,
Green.
green.
Yeah, nice. Nice deep breath in. Close your eyes as you're breathing out and just imagine that color green just getting bigger, brighter, expanding, filling you up like water fills up a bottle, like hot air fills up a balloon. Just imagine all of that green spreading from the top of your head to the tips of your toes through every part of your being, every muscle, every fiber, every part of your being. Just imagine it now, going through every cell of your body. Just imagine that now in whatever way is right for you. That's right. And then when you're satisfied with that, at your own rate and speed, allow yourself to come back fully to the space that you're in, feeling good, feeling alert, feeling ready, and feeling calm, moving forward for the rest of the day and feeling good. And you do feel good, don't you?
Mhm. Yep, yeah. Strange. It was I felt that powerful wave of green going through, and I felt a bit nauseous. It was as though it was just too much. Like when you were made to eat many greens and you couldn't leave the table unless you finished them. So it was like that sort of, and then it
Oh,
was
yeah, like,
all right.
no,
This
hang
one,
on, too much, slow down.
yeah, yeah. So it was like a wave. It was very
Yeah,
good.
nice.